There was a time when I didn't think I would ever do anything like that again. Andrew Norris. I was in the Marines from 1980 to 1988. I was an aircraft mechanic. I was stationed in Massachusetts and Arizona. And I was in the Air National Guard for 1 year after that. I love to fish and hunt, go for walks in the woods, go for drives in the woods, on the trails. I can go ice fishing in the wintertime. I play the guitar. I do some artwork. I've had to back off on a lot of that. Don't get to do it as much as I want to. I was injured while I was on active duty in the Marines. I had a lot of pain in my body. It was very hard to get out and do anything because I had to pay a price for it. I just got tired of that. It's intimidating for me to go out in the woods on my own and go camping. I went on a trip with Courage one time. I didn't know what to expect. And I said, I'm out here doing this thing that I've been missing for years. And I forgot how important it is to me. Then I realized we were out there for those few days, and I said, other people need to do this. Other people need to know about it. You're not going to sit on the couch. You don't have to limit your activities. Courage, they went in there and set up tents, a cooking facility, cots that were comfortable that I could sleep on, heaters, firewood. They had everything. I just had to, camping next to a river, listen to that water all night long. It'll cleanse you. It'll make you whole again. And I needed that. And that's changed everything that I do. I started picking up my other hobbies again because of that first experience I had on that first Courage trip that I went on. One day I was joking around and it was pouring down rain and we were under some shelter, a nice, a big tent that they put up for that reason. And Josh and Eric and some guys were over another part, and and I was joking around and said, hey, can I get a drink of something? And here comes Josh walking through the downpour, bringing me a drink. I went, I gotta be careful what I say, because if I need help, they're gonna come and do it. They'll walk in the rain. Can't joke around about it. These guys are serious about helping you no matter what you need. And that was also a point when I realized who they are and what they will do for you. Always right there, willing to help, but they also will leave you alone until you ask for help. And that is a really big thing. They don't hover, but they're always available. There's always somebody there. They don't help too much because it's about us, people who have limited abilities for whatever reason, getting out and doing things. We don't want somebody to do everything for us. We want to do stuff. And they help in a wonderful way. It was beautiful. The most gorgeous spot out along the river there. A waterfall right next to our camp. And I said, I'm going to be staying here for the next few days. I don't want to leave. I'm really hoping they got everything I need, and they did. And they did.
One of the things I remember from your first trip is you said, sometimes I need the help, and sometimes I am the help.
Yes.
And that stuck with me because we helped you, I think, on one or two trips, and then you came back to be the help, and you volunteered. And tell me what that was like for you.
That was really good. It got me up and moving again and doing more things. So now I'm moving from a position of where I can't get out to where now I'm helping other people. That is really healthy. That's really, really good for a person.
I remember your first trip. You wanted to go to the waterfall, the big waterfall.
Oh, yeah.
And this stuck with me forever. I'll never forget it. And so I remember we're hiking to the waterfall and we're taking lots of breaks because it was a hard hike. And we start to get to the point where we can hear the waterfall in the distance. And as we get closer, there's one more bend we have to make. And I said, Andrew, why don't you go first? And you walked up first and we stayed a little bit behind. And I remember hearing you screech, a loud screech. And I thought, oh no, he fell or he went down and we got to get up there. We got to help him. And when we got up there, I could see you standing there and I could see your shoulders heaving. And I thought, oh, that wasn't a screech, I need help. That was a screech of, my gosh, I'm here. I've made it. Do you remember that?
Yep. That's an example of how the courage people will help you to get somewhere, just as much help as you need, and allowing me to come around that bend on my own. And I had this goal in mind, I'm going to make it to this waterfall. And knowing that they were there gave me the confidence where I could complete it. It was a difficult walk, and I was using a crutch at the time. I thought I'll have about another 100 feet to go to get to the waterfall, but that first picture of it, there was a time when I didn't think I would ever do anything like that again. And it was my accomplishment. And we caught some beautiful brook trout below that waterfall. And we had some for supper. But I didn't think I was able to. I used to think about all the places I would never get to go again. And here I am doing it. I had no idea. I didn't know what to expect before the trip. I didn't know it was going to change my life.
One of the other cool stories that I tell is the following year, we went to the same location and you actually led the group that went to the waterfall the next time. And I was never more proud of our group, of you. I thought, how special was that moment? Do you remember that?
Yes. And I followed their example, and I held back and I let the new person go down ahead of me and experience the waterfall.
Yeah.
For the first time on their own, and just leave them alone for a few minutes. And yeah, I've gone from, I'm in a different place. Now I'm looking for people that need help. I can still do a lot of things. One time I didn't think I was able to help myself, well, anyone else. And that experience and the multiple trips that I've taken with Courage Incorporated gave me the mindset that has enabled me to go to North Carolina on some mission trips to help victims of the flood and go to the disaster area. And I'm looking forward to more things like that. And Courage was instrumental. My trips with Courage Incorporated were instrumental in enabling me to help other people. They come through, and they will come through for you. Everything that they say they do, they will do it. And you can go, you can do these things. You don't have to limit yourself. It's not about disability or inability, but just our availability.
Would you recommend people check out Courage Incorporated?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. You can do this. You can be encouraged to do things that you don't think are possible right now. And then you'll want other people to do it. Courage Incorporated is about setting up a camp in the woods, but there's so much more to it than that. take them at their word. When they say they can take you out into the wilderness, don't think you can't do it. They will make it happen. They will keep you safe, warm, and comfortable, and fed. They will provide that for you. Don't think you can't do this. It has changed my life.